Welcome back to AI Brief, everyone. We're diving into some fascinating developments today, ready to uncover what's shaking up the world of AI.
Absolutely. And we've got a lot to explore.
We do. So this time around, we've got a potential game changer in AI hardware to talk about. OpenAI looking at a collaboration with, well, none other than Jony Ive. That's a name you'll recognize from Apple, of course. Plus, Google's visual AI is evolving, real-time stuff.
Shopify is going all in on AI internally. Really interesting move. And we can't ignore China. They're making some serious strides in AI development.
Let's jump right into that OpenAI and Jony Ive news first. Reports say OpenAI is looking to acquire a company called IO Products. Now, this is an AI hardware startup that Ive is leading, and guess who's backing it? Sam Altman himself.
And the figures being tossed around, a valuation of potentially over $500 million. That says a lot right there.
It really does. And what IO Products is supposedly working on, it has people talking. AI-powered devices for personal and home use. But there's a particularly interesting concept floating around, a phone without a screen. Pretty radical departure from what we're all used to.
Talk about shaking things up. But this isn't some sudden overnight development. Ive and Altman have been collaborating for over a year now, apparently. The word is that Altman's deeply involved with the product development, seeking out big investments to bring this vision to life. And take a look at the team they've assembled. Key figures from Apple's past, like Tang Tan, the iPhone hardware design whiz, and Evans Hankey, they've jumped on board. That signals some serious confidence in what they're building.
It does. Seems like IO Products is handling the nuts and bolts of building these things. Ive's own design studio, Love From, is crafting that user experience, that look and feel we associate with Ive. And powering it all, OpenAI's AI models.
Could be huge for AI hardware, this whole thing. You hear whispers about this being the iPhone moment the industry's been waiting for, especially because past attempts at AI hardware, they haven't really captured the public's imagination the way the iPhone did.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this all unfolds. Now, over at Google, they're expanding their Gemini Live capabilities, specifically something called Project Astra. This is about bringing real-time visual AI to more Android devices, so more people can have conversations with Gemini in multiple languages about what their phone's camera is seeing, even through screen sharing.
Initially, this rollout is targeting those with the newest Pixel 9 and Samsung Galaxy S25 devices. Samsung is even making it a freebie for their flagship users. That shows they believe in this real-time visual AI, see it as a valuable feature for their customers.
Early tests suggest the current live function, well, it's more like a really advanced version of Google Lens snapshots, rather than the continuous video analysis we saw in their initial demos. They first showed us Project Astra back at Google I/O in May, then a limited release last month. It's still early days for this tech.
But this move from Google, it points to a future with AI assistants that can really understand the visual world around them in real time. Imagine that integrated into smart glasses or wearables. You've got an AI that can see and interpret the world as you do. The possibilities are mind-boggling.
Absolutely. Let's switch gears now, head over to the business world. Shopify's CEO, Tobi Lütke, has made a pretty bold move. Company-wide AI usage is now mandatory. Teams have to justify why AI can't handle a task before they can even ask for more resources or think about hiring new staff. That's commitment right there.
Lütke is basically saying reflexive AI usage is the new norm for everyone at Shopify. It's more than just encouraged. AI skills are part of performance reviews now. To help with this, Shopify is giving employees access to a bunch of AI tools. And
Yeah, things like Copilot, Cursor, and Claude for code development. They've also got internal channels for sharing best practices, so everyone's on the same page when it comes to using AI effectively.
Lütke sees AI as this incredible force multiplier, giving their top performers the ability to achieve far more than they could before. This is part of a bigger trend we're seeing, companies making AI adoption a core part of their strategy, potentially as a way to boost productivity without necessarily growing their headcount. It's a big statement about how transformative they believe AI can be right now.
Now, shifting to a broader view of the AI landscape, a new report from Stanford suggests that China's top AI models are rapidly catching up to those developed in the U.S. Now, the U.S. did release more top-tier AI models last year, 40 compared to China's 15, but here's the kicker. The quality gap between the two has practically disappeared.
This report says that Chinese AI models are now scoring just as well as U.S. models on major performance benchmarks. This is a major shift from where things were in 2023. And what makes it even more impressive is that American startups, they got almost 12 times more investment than their Chinese counterparts during that same period. That speaks to some serious efficiency in China's AI development.
And it's not just about the big players. This report also highlights the shrinking performance gap between open and closed source AI models. Open source models are making huge strides in quality.
With Meta's new open-source Llama 4 and DeepSeek's upcoming R2 models, we could see this trend accelerate even further. We might even see an open-source model becoming the most powerful out there. DeepSeek has also developed a new training technique that drastically improves the reasoning abilities of their models, which could be game-changing for the future of AI.
Beyond these major developments, there's a lot more going on in the world of AI. Meta's lead in Gen AI has come out strongly to deny claims that their Llama 4 model was trained on test sets, calling those claims completely false.
Runway has launched Gen 4 Turbo, a much faster version of their AI video model. It can now churn out 10-second videos in just 30 seconds. And over at Google, they've expanded access to their AI mode and brought in multimodal search, allowing you to ask more complex questions about images using Gemini and Google Lens.
An AI creative platform called Krea has secured a whopping $83 million in funding to bring audio and enterprise features to their platform. And on the legal front, we've seen hundreds of U.S. media organizations launch a Support Responsible AI campaign, pushing for government regulation on how AI uses copyrighted content in training.
11 Labs is making waves with their new MCP server integration, allowing platforms like Claude to use their AI voice tech for creating automated agents. And in a very cool development, researchers at the University of Missouri have created a starfish-shaped, wearable heart monitor using AI-powered sensors. They're cloning 90% accuracy in detecting heart issues.
Colossal Biosciences, known for their work on reviving extinct species using AI, now claims to have brought back the dire wolf, introducing two individuals named Romulus and Remus. Microsoft is in the midst of a 50-day AI skills fest, with in-person training, live events, hackathons, even an attempt at a Guinness World Record related to AI.
Their Muse model, an LLM designed for video game visuals and actions, has been used to recreate the classic 1997 game Quake 2, and it's playable right in your web browser. A new text-to-speech model called OutAPS 1.0 is making headlines because of its incredibly high-quality speech synthesis across 20 languages. It's getting hard to tell the difference between real voices and those generated by AI.
And in funding news, in addition to Krea's big raise, an LA-based company called Moon Valley secured $43 million for their VLM Mare, which is trained on licensed content. Now let's quickly highlight some trending AI tools that you might want to check out.
Meta's Llama 4 is a new family of open-weight AI models designed for all sorts of applications. Microsoft Copilot is getting some upgrades with new personalization features and agentic actions to make it even more helpful. Midjourney V7 is introducing a draft mode for faster creative generation with voice prompts.
And then there's EverTutor Live, an AI-powered voice tutor offering personalized and interactive learning. Autonomy offers AI agents that can automate software development tasks like front-end development and delivering production-ready code. TwinMind is being described as an AI-powered second brain capable of understanding both visual and auditory information.
Git Summarize is a tool that transforms GitHub repositories into easy-to-understand AI-driven documentation hubs. And finally, there's Cozy, a platform that makes it super easy to create professionally edited videos using simple prompts.
Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the latest developments in the AI world for today. We hope this has given you some valuable insights and sparked your curiosity to explore some of these topics further.
And stay up to date on all the latest AI advancements. Be sure to follow AI Brief. And don't forget to share this deep dive with anyone who might find it interesting. Thanks for joining us.
See you next time.